Hello. My name is Harry, and I just wanted to share with you some things that I've learned over the past 3 months, over the past 3 years, and honestly over my entire life. And who is this video for? It's for people like me who are looking for direction, a way to make money, and an honest way to earn a living in the world. So let's get into it. What I'm out here doing today is lawn mowing. I can show you. I'm at this person's house and just finished actually cutting their lawn. Let me show you real quick. So it's like all the way back there. That's the front lawn, and now I'm gonna start on the back. But this is a pretty cool property that I actually have like a camper back here and a place to keep horses and stuff. So I'm just chilling in my car for a second because um, there's a few things that I'm still learning myself. I still have a long way to go. Things like pricing and stuff like that I'm getting better at. But I just want to give you a quick crash course on how you can get started. And then I'm going to try and break it up into a few simple steps. So the first step is you need to register for taxes. And that would be getting an EIN, an employee identification number. And if that sounds confusing, don't worry. It's one of the easiest steps to do. Just turn the air conditioning down. So basically, one, you go to the IRS website and you apply for an EIN. You fill out an application, and they will review it. And you click in the information. You can enter in a DBA, which is doing business as. So for me, my DBA, well, I don't want to say, but let's just say it's Joe's Lawn Care Service. You put that in, and then you put in your name. My name's Joe, and Joe Harrison, whatever. You put that in, and immediately you get a number that you can start using to apply for a business line of credit. Establish yourself, and this is the second step. Establish yourself with a local presence. So there's going to be a few things you can do. Business cards, knocking doors. Actually, be careful with that. It's actually illegal in some neighborhoods, so just be careful. But if you're driving around and you see someone out in the driveway, stop and give them a business card and just let them know you're in the neighborhood if you're their neighbor, or you're in the area if you just happen to be passing by. So that's a great way to get your name out there. And spend a little time on working on a logo and making sure you have something that represents what you do as a company and that's memorable. And then just print up 100 business cards. Go to vistaprint.com. That's a great place to go. And you can print up the business cards, and it's pretty cheap. It's like less than $50, probably $25 for 100 business cards, which is not bad. And then, right now I'm ordering t-shirts I can always have, and a hat, right? But if you don't have that, just wear neutral colors. I have gray on, long sleeves because it's Florida and I'm protecting myself from the sun. And then I have two black hats here, one for myself and then one if I have an employee, which I recently hired, but that's something you can worry about later. Right now, we're just talking about you getting started, making money, earning a living, and doing it in an honest way. And so what are you doing? What is it? What I'm talking about is offering a service. Whether it's you buy a pressure washer for $99 or $300 if you have that money, spend it, I probably wouldn't do that getting started. I'd buy, something cheaper or just see if my dad had one. That's how I got started. My dad had a pressure washer, and I got interested in doing it for my grandparents. Did it for my grandparents, liked it, said, hey, I could probably charge the neighbors to do this or a few other jobs, and I, sure enough, landed within, 2 months, a few awesome jobs, started learning how to do all of what I'm telling you how to do right now. So establishing a local presence, and if you can focus on your specific area, that's best. But initially getting started, you're going to have to go out to some places. My first job was a good drive. It was an hour drive away, but it was worth it because I got it. I was getting paid to work for myself now with this EIN that I have. And at the time I didn't even have the EIN. I didn't know I had to have one. And I guess you don't initially, but I would be very careful. Don't quote me on that. I know it's legal if you have the EIN that registers you with the IRS, and then you can set aside and file your taxes quarterly. But you'll figure out the things like taxes, pricing, and all the other stuff. There's plenty of information on the internet. I'm just trying to help you get started. So print out some business cards. That's step 2, and pass them out to your friends, your family, and just let people know you're in business. Another thing you can do for free is create a Facebook page. And then once you have your EIN, you can get under 2 sites, Nextdoor and Yelp. And Nextdoor, I got on there and I started creating these things called polls and just started engaging with the community to let people know I'm in the area and just getting my name out there. Now, the third way that I started building this so-called business. And let me see, I have a business card up here somewhere. So what I do is a few different services. I'm going to give you 3 different options, and that's what you should start doing. Initially, if you get started doing, a little bit everything, that's okay. But, decide on a brand. So here's what I have. I have my service list. I have pressure washing, junk removal, gutter cleaning, mulching and pine straw, mowing, and landscape design. So those are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 services that I can offer. And another one that's not even listed, which I'm still getting jobs for, is just furniture assembly. Furniture assembly is a great one to get started if you don't have very many skills, but you like working with your hands and you're kind of handy. And that's a great indoor one. Right now, I'm obviously outdoors sweating because I've been mowing a lawn for like the past hour. But some tips that I'm still learning is just how to price well. Initially, if you're pricing jobs too low, that's going to be okay. But I wouldn't do more than 2 to 3 jobs maximum at bad pricing. You have to figure that out very fast. Look up the competition in your area, and there's actually a tool under a website that I'm on called Thumbtack, and that's probably the third step that I would say is just pay for a lead service. Decide where you're going to invest your money. Invest back in the business from the money you make. If you make $100 from the first one, buy yourself a cheap pressure washer that's used off of Facebook Marketplace. That's what I did and was able to start doing pressure washing jobs. And if you have to borrow equipment, if you have to borrow a lawnmower or ask the homeowner for a few things, I'd avoid asking the homeowner, but if you have to, sometimes if you get, people that have the money but just not the time, then that's a good trade-off for you to do their lawn. But invest back in the business. I invested in this business card to get, here it has a pressure washing and leaves. I also do the gutter cleaning, so that's a great investment for me. And then also my logo right here with the house, the pressure washer, and the leaves. Representing what I do, pressure washing, and then really anything to help homeowners get clean, and that includes gutter cleaning. And so then just find out, just start getting out there. That's the main thing. I think a lot of people are afraid to take steps, but if you have like a kind of an entrepreneurial spirit, or you just don't have anything going for you, it's better than doing nothing. The worst case scenario, you cut a few lawns, you say, this sucks, I'd rather work at McDonald's, and I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can do that route if you don't like it, and then always just do this on the weekends. That's another thing. Get started. Maybe you are already working a part-time job or doing something that you enjoy. Just start cutting lawns in the afternoon, or just start doing pressure washing on the weekends. It's very simple. Anyone can do this. 5 to 10 hours a week, 15 to 20 maximum, just to be making a consistent income. This can be a side hustle, or you can be, working as a full-time job and start hiring employees like I'm looking at doing. But even right now, what I have and just doing, I'm working overtime because I want to. I enjoy this business. It's kind of my baby, and so I spend lots of time putting in extra effort. But with minimal effort, actually maximum effort, but minimal time, you can make a good amount of money. I just cut the lawn, and bad pricing on my part, right? I renegotiated with the guy though, and he was very understanding and said, "Yep, let's do 100 instead of 70, which I'd originally quoted him on." But just the fact that I'm out here, I gave him the quote, came out, said, "Sir, I'm sorry I quoted you a little bit under what it's actually going to cost." And then even now, I'm going to do his backyard technically for free. I could have charged him 120, and so that's on me. So I'm taking ownership of that and knowing that in the future, this is helping me. This experience is making me a better businessman, a better lawn provider, service industry, business person. And so, I'm willing to do this for right now because I don't want to negotiate too much. I don't want him to think that I'm trying to swindle him out of something. And, I don't think it would be bad for me to ask him for more, but I'm just going to do my job, do it well. And I figured I'd take a break, make this video while I can. And so the third thing that I'm telling you is just to invest back in your business, buy equipment, get on a lead service. Like I mentioned, you have Thumbtack, you have Angie Leads, and then even Yelp. You can run ads with those. And the difference is you run ads on Yelp, people are gonna come to you. If you pay for a lead service like Thumbtack, you pay per lead, and that just gets you in contact with customers that need stuff done. And the best thing to do for that, if you are gonna pay for a lead service, is do it for services that are gonna be repeat things. If it's pressure washing, make sure to follow up and say, hey, when, save that number and come out 3 to 6 months later to do it again. Same thing with gutter cleaning. Those are a little bit more spaced out, 3 to 6 months, right? Do that. And so that's not, so you're going to be able to, you're going to want to have to pay for more leads to get a business started. But lawn mowing, you can start and just buy 4 leads on there at $10 to $30 each for lawn mowing, and that's how you can learn your pricing right away, is just getting those houses, and then you might keep those customers if you do a good job for the rest of your business career, and that's a reoccurring thing. It could be every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks for lawn mowing. I'd be careful with the 3 weeks because the lawns grow back fast, but just start doing it, and that's what I'm doing now is with the lawn mowing. I like that because it's repeat customers, and a stupid simple service that you can offer is weeding. People don't want to pull weeds. And then this is what I've been doing is I hire an employee to come out with me. He does most of the work. I'm following him. I'm bagging the weeds. I'm helping him. I'm giving instruction. And I'm spraying down with weed killer afterwards provided by the customer. So that costs you nothing. Get you a good pair of gloves. If you're hiring an employee, get you 2 pairs of gloves. Get you a hat. Get you some long sleeves. Long pants if you are going to be weeding because you'll be on the ground. And, get to work. So I don't know if that makes 100% sense, but so I'm going to clarify. The 3 steps to get started is 1, just get started. But how you can do that today is getting an EIN through the IRS, an employee identification number. Step 2 is to establish a local presence by printing business cards, getting t-shirts, get a hat, get your logo and brand down and spread that via Facebook and whatever else. And then 3 is you're going to invest that money from your first customers back into the business of buying equipment and buying leads through websites like Thumbtack. That's the one that I'm on right now. And at any time you can cancel your card so you're not going to get charged. Otherwise, it'll keep charging you for the leads. And that's just one extra piece of information. However, those 3 steps will get you started. You will be making money in the first week. I can guarantee that. Spend 1 week, 3 days ordering the business cards, whatever. Get them shipped overnight if you have to. And then you can be started the next week or the next weekend, and that's a great way to start making money, earning an honest living as a young guy looking for direction and a way to just start gaining experience in life. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and to anyone watching, just let me know if you have any questions of how I got started and of how I'm doing. And I'm doing well today. Just going to take probably 5 more minutes, get back out here, cut the rest of this lawn. And, it's all about building relationships. So just be nice to people, be honest, and it will go a long way. All right, take care. Bye.